Hey, do you catch that scent? Sam paused, spoon halfway to their mouth, staring at the alien who had just appeared in the kitchen doorway. Ricky was studying Sam with an intensity that felt even more unsettling than usual. No, I don't smell anything, Sam mumbled, taking a whiff of the air. What should I be smelling? Something burning? They glanced over at the toaster just to be sure. Ricky moved closer, their shimmering green skin catching the kitchen light. All four of their eyes blinked at the same time, a sign Sam had come to recognize as either deep concentration or utter confusion. It was always hard to tell. You, Ricky said seriously, you smell different. Sam nearly choked on their cereal. Me? What do you mean, different? Their voice took on a panicked edge. I just got out of the shower like an hour ago. No. Ricky waved a hand, one of many, dismissively, and tilted their head. It's not unpleasant. It's, they squinted. It's intriguing. Sam's eyes widened. Intriguing? What does that even mean? Before they could process the strange comment, Ricky started rearranging the living room furniture again. It was something Sam had witnessed repeatedly over the past few days, but this time, Ricky's movements felt even more frenzied, as if Rixie was building some sort of structure or playing a game Sam couldn't understand. The couch, the coffee table, and even Sam's chair were moved around in a rapid, chaotic shuffle. Alright, I'm just going to ask. Sam put down the bowl, watching with a mix of confusion and concern. What exactly are you doing? It's still not right, Ricky muttered, more to themselves than Sam. It has to be just right, so you'll be at ease. They glanced sideways at Sam. I want you to be very comfortable, Sam. Sam frowned. Comfortable for what? Ricky stared at Sam for a long moment, their blue eyes narrowing slightly. You mean you haven't? Oh, they let out a quick breath through what Sam assumed was a nose. Oh, you're unaware. Unaware of what? Sam felt their pulse quicken. Their alien roommate's behavior had gone from strange to outright concerning, and now they were speaking in riddles. Sam's mind raced to make sense of it, but everything felt disconnected. Ricky, if there's something important I should know, now would be the time to tell me. Ricky turned back to Sam with a look Sam guessed was meant to be a smile. Well, you see, my species, how do I put this for humans? We go through a phase every few years. Sam's brow furrowed. A phase? Like what exactly? Not like that. Ricky cut them off, waving all four hands in a flustered manner. It's more like a reproductive cycle. What? Sam's voice came out as a squeak. Ricky's face brightened with a sudden excitement. Yes, a mating cycle. It's a really important time for us. I'm actually very excited. It's my first one since I came to Earth. Their tail twitched, and Sam suspected it was a sign of enthusiasm. Everything feels so different now. Sam's spoon fell to the floor. Hey, do you smell that? Sam paused mid-bite, staring at the alien who had just stepped into the kitchen. Ricky's intense gaze locked onto Sam, making them feel more unsettled than usual. No, I don't smell anything, Sam muttered, sniffing the air. Am I supposed to? Is something burning? They glanced at the toaster just in case. Ricky stepped closer, their translucent green skin glinting under the kitchen light. All four of their eyes blinked in unison, a gesture Sam had come to recognize as a sign of either deep thought or confusion. Sam could never tell which. It's you, Ricky said with a serious expression. You smell different. Sam nearly choked. Me? Different how? They felt a rising panic. I just showered like an hour ago. No. Ricky waved one of their many hands, brushing off the concern. It's not that. It's, They tilted their head, narrowing their eyes. It's captivating. Sam's eyes widened. Captivating? What does that even mean? Before Sam could even begin to process the comment, Ricky began rearranging the furniture again. Sam had seen this happen over the past few days, but this time it seemed even more chaotic. The couch, coffee table, and Sam's chair were all moved in a frenzy, as if Ricky was constructing something or playing a strange game that Sam couldn't decipher. Okay, I have to ask. Sam set down their bowl, watching with confusion. What are you doing? It's not quite right yet, Ricky muttered, more to themselves. It needs to be perfect, so you'll feel comfortable. They cast a sidelong glance at Sam. I want you to feel very comfortable, Sam. Sam frowned. Comfortable for what? Ricky paused, staring at Sam with their pale blue eyes narrowing slightly. Wait, you haven't... Oh, they exhaled sharply through what Sam assumed was their nose. You don't know. Know what? Sam felt their heart race. Their alien roommate's behavior had gone from weird to downright alarming, and now there were cryptic hints being dropped. Sam's brain tried to connect the dots, but nothing added up. Ricky, if there's something important, now's the time to tell me. Ricky turned back, their expression almost resembling a sheepish smile. Well, my species has a, let's call it a cycle. It happens every few years. Sam's brow furrowed. A cycle? Like what kind of cycle? Not that kind. Ricky quickly waved all four arms, clearly flustered. No, No, it's more of a reproductive cycle. What? Sam's voice cracked. Ricky's eyes brightened with enthusiasm. Yes, a mating cycle. It's a big deal for us. I'm actually really excited. It's the first one since I came to Earth. Their tail twitched, and Sam guessed it was from excitement. Everything feels so different now. Sam's spoon slipped from their hand and clattered to the floor. Rixie, look, it's not that I don't appreciate whatever this is, but you have to understand, humans and your species, well, we're different. We don't exactly have the same ways of approaching mating. Ricky's brow furrowed as they tried to comprehend. Oh, I get it. Your species takes longer to reach the mating stage, right? You need more time. I can give you time. They smiled confidently, as if they just figured it all out. Sam sighed. That's not what I meant. They grabbed their phone, typing quickly, how to handle alien mating rituals. The search results were disappointing, mostly conspiracy theories and alien romance novels. Perfect. Do you want me to help you relax? Rixie offered, unaware of Sam's growing anxiety. I could give you a massage. They moved closer, flexing their long fingers. Wait, no, Sam shouted, leaping out of the way before Ricky could make contact. No massages. Sam's face felt hot, and their chest tightened with tension. I don't think that's a good idea right now. Rixie tilted their head, visibly puzzled. But physical touch is crucial for bonding, especially during this time. The tactile interaction. Nope, nope, nope. Sam cut in, grabbing a pillow and hugging it tightly as if it could shield them. Let's just, take a step back, alright? Maybe focus on something else. How about rearranging the plants again? They gestured wildly toward the corner of the room, filled with the exotic alien plants Ricky had brought. Ricky's eyes narrowed, suspicion creeping into their expression. You don't seem very engaged with bonding rituals, Sam. Sam exhaled, trying to keep their cool. It's not that I'm uninterested. It's just, all of this is happening so quickly, and I'm not sure I'm prepared for it. Rixie blinked slowly, then suddenly brightened as if something had clicked. Oh, you're feeling nervous. That's so endearing. Sam stared, utterly dumbfounded. I'm not nervous. I'm flustered. They threw their hands up in frustration. You're in mating mode, and I'm just trying to have a normal day. This isn't how things work for humans. Ricky tapped their chin thoughtfully. Intriguing. You're so reserved. My species embraces the moment, especially during the mating cycle. The signs are all there. Elevated heart rate, flushed skin. They leaned in, studying Sam's face as if they were a specimen under a microscope. Okay, I'm going to my room now, Sam announced, backing away as Ricky's eyes tracked their every move. I need some space. Personal space. Personal space? Ricky repeated, tilting their head in confusion. That's not part of the mating ritual. Are you sure you wouldn't rather? I'm sure. Sam's voice cracked with nervousness. I'll talk to you later, maybe. I don't know. Sam retreated into their room, slamming the door and collapsing onto the bed, their heart pounding. They buried their face in the pillow, whispering, what am I supposed to do? I can't avoid them forever. After a few deep breaths to calm down, Sam grabbed their phone again, diving into alien biology forums, desperately hoping for some practical advice. Instead, all they found were vague, ominous posts about various species mating behaviors, heightened senses, intense focus on chosen partners. Sam read one entry aloud. Asterisk intense focus on chosen partners. Asterisk, they groaned, tossing the phone onto the bed. A soft knock sounded at the door. Sam tensed up. Sam? Ricky's voice was gentle. Yeah, Sam muttered, not sure they were ready for whatever Ricky was going to say next. I don't want you to feel uncomfortable, Ricky continued, their tone surprisingly considerate. I understand that my species' mating season can be overwhelming for humans. I can tell it's stressing you. Sam sat up, feeling a flicker of hope. Yeah, it's a lot to handle. There was a pause before Ricky spoke again, sounding hopeful. Would it help if I wore something less distracting? Maybe something that's easier on your eyes? Sam buried their face in their hands. Oh my God. Sam's plan to hide from Ricky had lasted all of 2 hours. They'd locked themselves in their room, surrounded by snacks, figuring they could wait out the weirdness until Ricky's mating season ended. But now, staring at the empty chip bags and half-eaten candy bar, Sam realized they hadn't thought this through. And worse, they could hear Ricky happily humming in the living room, probably rearranging the furniture again for the umpteenth time. I can't hide forever, Sam muttered. I have to deal with this eventually. With a deep breath, Sam opened the door and stepped into the living room. Ricky was standing by the couch, holding what looked like a bundle of shimmering fabric. When they noticed Sam, their face lit up. Sam, you're back. Look, Ricky said, holding up the fabric with pride. I made some adjustments. Since you said you needed space, I thought, why not give you space? Visually, Sam blinked, confused. Visually, Ricky grinned and wrapped the fabric around their shoulders, swirling it like a cape. It shimmered, shifting colors from soft greens to cool blues and purples. purples. It's designed to blend into the background. Now, you can't really see me unless you focus hard. Sam stared. You made yourself camouflage? Yes, for your comfort, of course. Ricky beamed. This way, I won't be too distracting while we live together. Now we can both relax. Sam opened their mouth, then shut it. Thanks. I think. Ricky moved closer, their eyes wide with hope. I can already tell you're feeling calmer. The pheromones must be working. Sam's cheeks flushed. That's definitely not what's happening. Ricky's brows furrowed. Strange. I was certain it would help. But no worries. They dropped the shimmering fabric and reached into a small pouch, pulling out a handful of tiny, glowing crystals. These will do the trick. Sam took a step back. What are those? Graal crystals, Ricky explained. They help restore balance during mating season. When consumed, they release calming neurochemicals. Very effective. Sam shook their head vigorously. I'm not eating random glowing rocks. Rixie tilted their head, confused. Not even to enhance bonding? No. Ricky sighed, dropping the crystals back into the pouch. Humans are so cautious. But I like that about you, Sam. You challenge me. Sam's brain felt like it was on overload. Every interaction seemed to spiral into misunderstandings and strange propositions. And now Ricky had gone so far as to camouflage themselves to avoid being a distraction. Sam needed a plan, fast. Distraction, that's it, Sam thought. I need to distract them from me. Hey, Rixie, Sam said, their voice full of nervous energy. Have you ever heard of, alien dating apps? Ricky blinked, looking surprised. Dating apps? Yeah, places where aliens or people go to meet others. You could find someone else who's, also in mating season. Sam forced a grin, hoping the idea didn't backfire. Ricky frowned. I don't understand. I'm already with you. Why would I need an app? Sam's grin faltered. Well, that's the thing. I think you might have misunderstood something. Rixie crossed their arms, their eyes narrowing. What do you mean? Sam groaned inwardly. Why do I keep putting myself in these situations? They took a deep breath. Okay, look, I know you're in mating season and your species does things differently, but humans, we take things slow. We need a lot of time and space. We don't just jump into things because someone smells nice. Rixie blinked, absorbing the explanation. So, you're saying we need to slow down? Yes, exactly, Sam replied, feeling relieved. You need to, but you are considering it, right? Ricky's eyes lit up with excitement. You just need more time to decide if you want to mate with me. Sam's face turned bright red. No, that's not what I'm saying. Rixie's smile faded, replaced by a confused expression. I don't understand. We've been living together for months. We get along well. We're compatible. Sam stammered, feeling trapped. Look, it's not that simple. Human relationships are more complicated. Ricky's eyes softened, their gaze almost sympathetic. Oh, Sam, I didn't realize humans were so emotionally fragile during mating season. You must be terrified of rejection. What? Sam felt like pulling their hair out. I'm not fragile. I'm just trying to explain that we are not mates. Ricky's expression remained concerned. You're sure? Sam stared, heart pounding, before collapsing onto the couch in defeat. Yes, I'm sure. Ricky was quiet for a moment, their face unreadable. I see, they finally said, their voice gentle. I didn't realize I'd made you uncomfortable. Sam blinked, caught off guard. Wait, you didn't? Ricky shook their head. No, I thought we were bonding. I thought that's what you wanted. Sam's shoulders slumped. They hadn't expected this. Rixie, I didn't mean to make you feel rejected. I don't know how to navigate this. I'm human. We're not used to this kind of, intensity. Ricky nodded slowly. I understand now. I'll give you the space you need. I understand. Maybe I've been a bit too forward. Yeah, just a little, Sam muttered, rubbing their temples. An awkward silence stretched between them. I could try the app, Ricky offered after a moment, a small smile tugging at their lips. If that would make things easier for you. Sam blinked, torn between laughing and crying from relief. Yes, I think that would help a lot. Ricky's smile grew. Very well. But remember, Sam, my pheromones still resonate with you. Sam groaned, sinking deeper into the couch. Please, stop talking about your pheromones. For the first time in days, Sam started to relax. Ricky had agreed to try the dating app, and Sam finally felt like they could breathe without tiptoeing through an awkward, pheromone-fueled conversation. Ricky still occasionally made bizarre comments about resonating energies and compatible pheromone waves, but at least they weren't rearranging the furniture in some attempt to build an alien love nest anymore. But, of course, Sam's relief didn't last. Sam, Ricky called from the living room. I need your help with something. Sam sighed, putting their phone down and walking into the room. What's up? Rixie was on the couch, swiping through what looked like a dating app, but everything was in an alien script Sam couldn't decipher. I've been reviewing potential matches, but I think I might be misunderstanding some things. Sam said cautiously, sitting beside them. What do you need help with? Ricky turned the screen towards Sam, their 4 eyes wide with confusion. Why do so many profiles ask if I'm interested in long walks under the stars or soft skin? Is this a human thing? Sam stifled a laugh. Yeah, that's just people trying to sound romantic. Romantic? Ricky frowned, clearly not impressed. Walking under stars has nothing to do with mating. And why is soft skin important? It's not even functional for courtship. Sam bit their lip, trying not to crack up. It's about setting the mood, you know? Making the other person feel comfortable. Ricky stared at Sam as if they were speaking an entirely different language. Feel comfortable? But pheromones do that. You don't need a walk for that. Okay, Sam interrupted, waving a hand. Forget about the skin and the stars. Just focus on finding someone who matches your, energy. They cringed internally, knowing how ridiculous that sounded, but hoped it would steer Ricky in a less awkward direction. Ricky nodded, still looking skeptical. I suppose that makes sense. They swiped a few more times before stopping on a profile. This one seems compatible. They showed Sam the screen again. The alien in the photo had bright red scales and large, gleaming fangs. Their ideal mate is someone who enjoys engaging in intellectual discussions and sparring for dominance. That sounds promising. Sam blinked at the profile. Sparring for dominance? Are you sure that's a good idea? Ricky's tail flicked with excitement. Oh, absolutely. Sparring is a very intimate part of courtship in my culture. It's like foreplay, as you humans call it. Sam instantly regretted asking. Yeah, maybe just start with a nice chat. Keep it light, you know. You really don't want your first date to turn into a brawl. Rixie's expression shifted, looking slightly let down. If you say so, Sam exhaled and stood up. I'll just give you some space so you can browse the app in peace. As they headed back to their room, Sam felt a bit relieved. If Ricky was busy focusing on matching with someone, maybe, just maybe, things would calm down for a while. But any hopes of that were short-lived. Later that night, Sam was curled up in bed, watching a show, when they heard the unmistakable sound of Ricky's humming. Curiously, Sam peeked out of their room to find Ricky standing in the middle of the living room, cradling a pile of cushions. Rixie, what are you up to now? Sam asked, wary. Ricky turned with a grin. Oh, I'm getting everything ready. I've got a date. Sam's stomach dropped. A date? You mean like, someone's coming over? Exactly, Ricky exclaimed, clapping their hands together. I invited them for a proper courting ceremony. Sam's eyes went wide. Wait, what? You invited them over? Ricky nodded enthusiastically, as if they hadn't just thrown out a bombshell. Yes, they'll be arriving shortly. I'm preparing the space for the ritual. I want everything to be perfect. Sam felt a knot of anxiety tighten in their chest. Rixie, you can't just bring people over for courting rituals without telling me first. Ricky's smile faded. Why not? It's my home too, Sam. Taking a deep breath, Sam rubbed their temples, trying to stay composed. Yeah, but this is a shared space. And honestly, I'm not prepared to witness an alien sparring session in the living room. Ricky blinked, puzzled. Oh, I hadn't thought about that. Well, I definitely am thinking about it, Sam mumbled, glancing nervously around the room. But you know what? It's fine. Go ahead with your date. I'll just grab some dinner and come back when your ritual's done. Before Ricky could reply, the doorbell rang. Sam's heart leapt. Wait, they're already here? Yes, Ricky squealed with excitement, rushing to the door. Please stay. I want you to meet them. Nope, Sam muttered, grabbing their jacket. Good luck with your ritual. I'll catch you later. They bolted for the front door but managed to glimpse the red-skinned, fanged alien from Ricky's app standing at the entrance. The alien's gaze met Sam's for a brief, awkward second before Sam slipped out the door in a hurry. An hour later, Sam found themselves sitting in a diner a few blocks away, absent-mindedly poking at their meal, still trying to wrap their head around the strange situation they just escaped. As much as they wanted to support their roommate, this was a bit beyond their comfort zone. Their phone buzzed with a message. It was from Ricky. Sam, the ritual is complete. It went well, but they didn't stay long. I think I might have been too enthusiastic about the sparring. Oops. Anyway, all's quiet now. Feel free to come back whenever. Sam stared at the screen for a minute before shaking their head. Of course, they muttered, tossing the phone back on the table. The next morning, Sam tiptoed back into the apartment, half expecting to find the place a disaster. But instead, the apartment appeared surprisingly normal. Well, as normal as it could be with an alien roommate experiencing mating season. Ricky sat at the kitchen table, casually sipping from a cup. When they noticed Sam, they smiled. Good morning. Sam blinked. Morning. So, how did it go? Ricky gave a sheepish grin. It went okay, but I think I got a little too excited. They left pretty quickly. Guess I'm not as ready for dating as I thought. Sam chuckled softly. Yeah, maybe just a bit. There was a moment of silence before before Ricky's expression softened. I want to thank you, Sam. I know this hasn't been easy. I didn't realize how much pressure I was putting on you. Sam blinked, surprised by the sincerity. It's fine. I'm still trying to wrap my head around things, but I appreciate that. Ricky smiled warmly. You're important to me, Sam. Even if we're not partners, you matter. Sam felt their cheeks warm. Yeah, well, same here. They sat quietly for a few moments until Ricky's eyes lit up. Oh, by the way, I think my next match looks more promising. Sam groaned, covering their face with their hands. Of course it does. Sam had survived Ricky's first dating fiasco, but it turned out that alien dating apps were more persistent than they ever imagined. Over the next few days, the apartment became what Sam could only describe as an interstellar carousel of awkward encounters. First came a green-skinned alien with 6 arms who kept trying to woo Ricky with odd, vibrating sounds. Then, there was one with unusual wings, constantly knocking into the ceiling fan. And finally, there was the water-dwelling alien who insisted on staying in the bathtub the entire time. Sam did their best to stay out of the chaos, but it was impossible to fully escape the madness. At least Ricky seemed to be learning, sort of. I think I'm getting the hang of it, Ricky declared one evening after another courting session. They sat cross-legged on the couch, their tails swishing happily. The secret is to stay open-minded, but not overly enthusiastic. Apparently, my level of excitement can be a bit much. Yeah, that's one way to put it, Sam muttered, sipping their coffee. They were starting to feel like an unwilling relationship advisor. So, how'd this one go? Ricky shrugged, looking more relaxed than they had in a while. Not bad. I felt a nice connection, but they weren't quite what I was looking for. We parted on good terms. Sam raised an eyebrow. Good terms? You didn't accidentally challenge this one to a sparring match, did you? No sparring this time, Ricky laughed. I've learned from that mistake. Turns out not every species is into combat as much as mine. Sam couldn't help but laugh as they took a sip of coffee. Yeah, most humans don't really see wrestling as romantic. Ricky's eyes sparkled with amusement. That's what I adore about humans. You have such gentle, quirky traditions. Sam rolled their eyes but felt a small smile creeping onto their face. Thanks, I guess. They sat together in a relaxed silence for a while, Sam thinking that, maybe, just maybe, things were finally calming down. Ricky seemed less on edge, and for the first time in ages, Sam's own stress wasn't at a breaking point. So, mating season, Sam began, breaking the quiet cautiously. How much longer is that going to last? Ricky paused, tapping their chin thoughtfully. Another week, I think. The most intense phase is past, although the pheromone levels are still elevated. But my instincts are settling down. Sam exhaled in relief. Oh, thank goodness. Ricky chuckled softly. Don't worry, Sam. I've come to understand that we're not compatible in that way, they said gently, their voice warm and sincere. But I've appreciated getting to know you more during all this. Sam blinked, feeling a strange mix of emotions. Yeah, same here. They leaned back into the couch, eyes on the ceiling. Although, I could have done without the chaos the pheromones caused. Fair enough, Ricky admitted, nodding. But you managed it pretty well. Others might have just run off. I did freak out, Sam said flatly. Well, true, but you didn't leave the planet. That counts for something, Ricky added with a playful grin. Sam snorted. Not sure if that's a compliment, but I'll take it. Another comfortable silence settled between them, much more peaceful this time. Ricky turned to Sam, their eyes softening. You know, Sam, even though my species goes through intense instincts during mating season, we still cherish our connections. I want you to know that you've become important to me as a friend. Sam felt warmth spread across their face. Yeah, you're important to me, too. They glanced at Ricky, who had a gentle, affectionate smile. I mean, this whole situation has been crazy, but I'm glad we made it through without anyone exploding or whatever. Exploding? Ricky tilted their head in confusion. Is that a human reaction to stress? Sam laughed. No, it's just, never mind. Before Ricky could ask more questions, the doorbell rang, making Sam's stomach drop. Oh no, Sam muttered, looking toward the door. Is that another date? Ricky looked puzzled. No, I didn't schedule anyone else. They stood up, casting a curious glance at the door. Maybe it's just a package, Ricky suggested. Yeah, right, because you've been ordering alien throw pillows or something, Sam replied, sarcasm dripping as they approached the door. They hesitated for a moment before pulling it open. Standing there was a tall, blue-skinned alien with glowing white eyes and, was that a bouquet of luminescent mushrooms? Oh no, Sam muttered under their breath. The alien blinked slowly, glancing between Sam and Ricky. I have come to court Ricky. Ricky's eyes widened. Oh, Ire from the app. I didn't expect you to arrive so soon. Sam's eye twitched. Ricky, I thought you said you didn't schedule anyone else. I didn't, Ricky insisted, looking genuinely perplexed. I must have forgotten. Oops, Sam rubbed their forehead in frustration. This is my life now, isn't it? Ricky gave a sheepish look, then turned to Ire with a polite smile. Ire, I appreciate the gesture, but I'm not seeking a courtship at the moment. Ire's glowing eyes dimmed a bit as they lowered their head. I understand. Feeling a pang of awkward sympathy, Sam cleared their throat. Hey, I'm sure Ricky appreciates the mushrooms, but maybe now isn't the best time. Ire nodded slowly, glancing back at Ricky. Shall I leave them as a gift before I go? Ricky's face brightened. Oh, absolutely. They're lovely. Sam let out a long sigh. Sure, why not? Once Ire left, Ricky placed the glowing mushrooms carefully on the coffee table. A sweet gesture, wouldn't you say? Sam stared at the mushrooms, then back at Ricky. If anyone else shows up at the door with glowing plants, I'm relocating to another galaxy. Ricky laughed, shaking their head. I promise, no more surprises. Sam raised an eyebrow. You said that last time. Ricky's grin was mischievous. Well, maybe third time's the charm? Sam couldn't help but laugh. You know what? Sure. Let's go with that. They both collapsed back onto the couch, the soft glow from the mushrooms casting an otherworldly light around the room. Sam glanced over at Ricky, who seemed content, and for the first time in days, Sam felt like things might finally settle down. But just as they closed their eyes, relieved that the chaos was over, Ricky casually mentioned, "Oh, by the way, I've been thinking about adding some species-specific furniture to the apartment. It'll be perfect for my next mating cycle." Sam's eyes snapped open. Wait, what? And that's a wrap for today's story. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to subscribe and like the video. More stories are coming soon. Take care, humans, and see you next time.